Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and honorable judges. I am Elsa Roudhotul Ilmi will beginning my statement about the motion that has been said by the adjudicators. The motion today is, this House believes that more students in class of state school minimally drop out to go to senior high school. And before I start this debate about why I support this motion, I'd like to tell you about the definition and who will be disadvantaged or advantaged here. Becoming a student is a dream for every children. Study with teacher, wear uniform, spend half of day with friends and others. And student must be in school for 12 years, including elementary school for 6 years, junior high school for 3 years, and senior high school for 3 years. From this step, we learn about many things like economy, history, math, social, nature, and etc. And also teach it about solve any problem in daily life, like practice how to manage emotion and being calm when have to face unpredictable situation. Then, what's gonna happen if the student didn't want to continue for go to school? Many of them is drop out while graduated from junior high school. Now, the company seldom employ people just have certificate from junior high school. Oftenly, they search for employed people who had certificate from senior high school or graduated from university. So, the student who's dropped out and didn't go to senior high school might difficult to find any job that hired them. But there's another benefit if several students choose to drop out. Another student can register without worrying about the quota to senior high school, and also opened an opportunity to be eligible student in order to they can entering the university. But we have still to minimize the student who want to drop out because this cases is concerned with education in Indonesia. If all of the students want to drop out, then what's gonna happen with Indonesia's future? In a few years, we should create Indonesian goal become real. And one of the steps is we have to make sure the education in Indonesia give to all of students as long as 12 years. So, they ready to face many conflicts in their life, workplace, in society, etc. That's why I'm here. As a promotion team, I strongly support this motion that we have to minimize students in class of states drop out to go to senior high school. Thus, what can we be done? Ladies and gentlemen, did you know the highest reason why students drop out from school? It is because poverty. Some of students didn't have money to buy uniform, book, backpack, and others. Because what we discuss is about state school, the student doesn't have to pay monthly fee. But the price of uniform is having different many costs. Even day to it is still difficult to get money. And the best way to crack this problem is we can force the student to wear uniform. They can go to school with any clothes and the book is available and had been prepared by school. This will reduce the student worried, right? So the students can go to school without spending much money. And now the government gives the student free lunch. So the student who in the state school can enjoy the lunch without spending money. After all mechanism I have been talked about the number, so the number of total from students who want to drop out is reduced. Why this motion is necessary to discuss and why we should minimize the total of students that want to drop out? Then I will mention several points about it. 1. The student didn't have enough knowledge in elementary school and junior high school. They're just talking about principal materials. While in senior high school, the materials is taught more deeply. When they just have the principal knowledge, what kind of education you will get to your children soon, to your grandchild, and you are also won't get respect from others. Then you will feel difficult to entering company and maybe you just grow as a useless person. Isn't that embarrassing? I'm not measure people like you just graduated from junior high school, you must be stupid. No, everyone had their choice, but I think if you continue school until senior high school, you won't regret it. Every knowledge you got from there will be so useful for continual life. If your reason to drop out is because of your marriage, are you really against? Imagine you graduated from high school ages 50, and it's not ideal age to get married. Girls' organ reproduction is still not working well in that age, and if you still stubborn, you may face a dangerous situation like bleeding heart or the worst, the girls might die while giving birth. And for boys, they don't have good emotional intelligence. Age of 15 is age for playing well with friends and should not get married first. The child will become the first victim of the young marriage. Imagine having parents that doesn't know to manage the emotion. While they angry, they makes others feel in danger. They can throw away anything beside them and hit other person. If it hit on head, several likelihood like bleeding, pain, mild brain concussion can happen. So, when you don't have emotional intelligence in 15, don't you dare to marriage because you got the bad impact. The child also gets the bad impact as long as they live or forever. All the bad impact that I have been told is very painful, right? 3-4, ladies and gentlemen, we should reduce and minimize dropout students from school. Fortunately, the cases of dropout is not as much when we were in 90 because access of education is still difficult. But now, we can find any knowledge from everywhere, including from school. The student can study while work, but can leave study to work in a young age. Either way they have activity or work to do, they should finish their education for 12 years. In order to, they won't get the bad impact like difficult to find any job, can't solve any problem in society, and become the victim of young marriage. From this conclusion, I'm convinced and believe that this motion entitled "This House believes that more students in class of state school minimize dropout to get to school, senior high school must be maintained until the end." Thank you.